As I walked down the familiar suburban streets of my hometown, I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The once peaceful neighborhood now had an eerie atmosphere, as if something sinister was lurking just beyond the neatly trimmed lawns and white picket fences. I had lived in this town my entire life, and I thought I knew every corner like the back of my hand. But there was one place that always gave me an unsettling feeling: the dense forest that loomed behind the houses. The woods were a stark contrast to the manicured lawns and well-kept houses. The trees were tall and looming, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The undergrowth was thick and tangled, making it almost impossible to venture deep into the woods. But it wasn't just the ominous appearance of the forest that sent shivers down my spine. There were rumors of strange noises and disappearances that had the townspeople on edge. Some said it was just wild animals, but others whispered about something more sinister living in the woods. I always dismissed these rumors as nothing more than old wives' tales. That is, until my best friend Sarah went missing. We had been out for a walk in the woods, something we did often as kids. But as we got older, we stopped venturing as far into the forest, fearing the unknown that lay beyond. But on that fateful day, Sarah wanted to explore deeper into the woods. I remember feeling a knot in my stomach, but I didn't want to disappoint my best friend. So, reluctantly, I followed her deeper into the woods. As we walked, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. Every rustle of leaves or snap of a twig made my heart race. Sarah seemed oblivious to my unease, her excitement at exploring the unknown overriding any fear. But then, she suddenly stopped in her tracks, her eyes fixed on something in the distance. I followed her gaze and saw a figure standing among the trees. It was tall and thin, its features obscured by the shadows. I couldn't make out any details, but I knew it wasn't human. Before I could even react, Sarah ran towards the figure, her curiosity getting the better of her. I called out to her, but she didn't respond. And then she disappeared into thin air, as if she had never been there in the first place. I stumbled back, my heart pounding in my chest. I didn't know what to do or who to turn to. The woods were known to play tricks on the mind, but I couldn't shake the feeling that what I saw was real. I quickly ran back to town, my mind reeling with fear and confusion. I told the authorities what had happened, but they dismissed it as a wild animal attack. But I knew what I saw, and it wasn't an animal. In the days that followed, more people went missing. The townspeople were on edge, some even packing up and leaving in fear. But I couldn't leave, not without finding out the truth. So I ventured back into the woods, determined to find Sarah and uncover the mystery of the disappearances. As I delved deeper into the forest, I heard whispers all around me, beckoning me further in. But I refused to give in to their call. And then I saw her, Sarah. She was standing in a clearing, her eyes vacant, and a strange symbol carved into her forehead. And that's when I realized the whispers weren't coming from the trees, they were coming from Sarah. I ran as fast as I could, not stopping until I was back in town. I told the authorities everything, but they still didn't believe me. So I took matters into my own hands and burned down the forest, hoping to destroy whatever evil lurked within. The town has gone back to its peaceful ways, but I can't shake the feeling that the whispers still linger, waiting for their next victim. And I can't help but wonder, was Sarah truly gone, or was she still trapped in the woods, forever whispering for help?